Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay here. Before I get into it, just want to show, I really wanted to cast this one. I think TGW went for Chimera Rushes and I really wanted to see how that turned out. Unfortunately, I downloaded it right on the day of the update, which means it's incompatible with the current version. I tried the replay tool, but sadly it's not working for me, and yeah, I'm just bummed out about that. I really wished Reforged changed that, but since it's being built on the same foundation as the original Warcraft, it's so annoying. Plus, at least the original Warcraft you could use version switcher. Here, who knows? I actually do not know. But yeah. TH versus Chaemiko here. Surprisingly, out of I think like the 30 games that I've casted with these guys, uniquely of course, because this is in fact the first time I have Chaemiko versus TH for the Netease ladder. So yeah, there is that. Chaemiko's winning as the red human player on the top right. His opponent TH will actually end up being the blue human player. He did queue up as random, which I think he usually does on the ladder anyway. I still think that TH might be like the best random player. Who knows, there might be someone else. Maybe Envy could maybe challenge that, but I need to see a lot more Undead from him. Maybe even Orc as well, because he's been spamming a lot of Night Elf, so I do know that he's pretty comfortable with that. But yeah, Pally start here for TH. This is obviously not inspired by the patch, because the Pally didn't actually get touched up on 1.32.9, and I don't think the Archmage got touched either. Mannequin got slight damage nerfs. I'm not sure if the Thunderclap nerfs happened yet or not, but either way, Archmage start for Chaemiko, and yes, of course, like I said before, it is the new patch, balance patch. Humans got a little bit of changes, nothing too drastic here, just a couple of like health increases, gold cost decreases, and whatnot. I guess the most significant part might be Spellbreakers losing a point of armor, maybe. It does seem pretty inconsequential, but yeah, maybe we'll see more knights being preferred over just mass spellbreakers. But either way, creep start, militia creeping here at the Merc camp is going to get a little too over to the Archmage Rune Bracers. I guess he could keep it if he is trying to deal with a Mountain King, but since we are actually dealing with a Pally, it's not exactly a good item there. Pally, on the other hand, also with the same start, is going to start with a +6 strength, which is his main attribute of course, so that is a lot better than the +5 claws now. I can't remember, it's been 2 weeks since my last video, I do apologize about that. I can't remember if the claws changes and the double attribute changes were this patch or last patch. I think that might have been this patch actually. Yeah, my memory is actually failing me right now.
Forces are under attack.
Double Trolls getting hired up here. Same thing should be happening for TH. So far he's only getting his healer.
Job's done.
And both sides are going to start with the fast expand on their respective sides. So
Forces are under attack.
yeah, not much else to expect here. +3 ring for the Pally. Meanwhile, the Archmage is going to get +3 ring himself as well. So overall, looks like pretty mirrored starts, aside from the very first item, which I definitely do think that TH won in the on that front. Footman is going to get healed up thanks to the Paladin's Holy Light there. I mean, yeah, pretty much always have to rely on that, as yeah, both sides just going to be fighting a little bit. I mean, Archmage, thanks to his range, is just going to be a lot better at harassing, but since the Pally has heals of his own, it's pretty much a standstill, I would think. Dispel is going to be, or Abolish is going to be used onto the Elementals there, but that is going to kind of drain most of their mana pools. Shadow Priest is the primary target, it seems, for the Archmage, but with good micro there, TH is able to maybe keep him alive. We did have a bit of a blocking there with the Footman, but surprisingly enough, he is able to live with a sliver of health there. Pretty lucky on TH's part. Now the Pally only has one Holy Light left in him before he needs to be super careful with his low HP units there. Another Shadow Priest being focus fired by the Archmage. But the Archmage is taking a bit of damage himself as well. Yeah, it's gonna go down to half HP, but both sides able to complete their town halls, and I believe they should be going to tier 2 as quickly as possible. We are seeing a second barracks, however, for Chaemiko, which is interesting. We might have just a footman rush here, rather than going into tier 2. But Blacksmith being placed down for TH, as I believe he's looking to go to tier 2, or maybe even just Rifleman straight up.
Ready for action.
But yeah, this second barracks interests me. And it seems like we are still not going into tier 2. I think both sides are a little worried about getting rushed with just tier 1 units, so they're being a little bit conservative here. But here comes both sides. Archmage is kind of frontlining, is going to take a bit of damage in the retreat, as that is indeed a lot of units for both sides.
Ready for action.
Yeah, slight advantage for TH, I think, in terms of supply here, as that is triple Shadow Priests for TH. It's going to retreat with most of them, as I believe Chaemiko should be double pumping out those footmen. No, he's actually going to go into tier 2 right now, so really odd takeaways here for both sides, I would think. We did have a surround onto the Paladin there, but it is going to be broken up thanks to, well, just those Shadow Priests and the Berserker. Archmage trying to be annoying with his elementals, but it is going to get quickly taken out with the Arcane Tower Sip, and the Shadow Priests are going to get caught out. One is going to get healed up, but since they're just so squishy, they are just going to get quickly killed off before even Holy Light comes out of cooldown. Berserker might be a pretty big loss if he does go down, but here we go with the Mass Footmen. They are going to try and defend as best they can. Defend, not too impactful, I don't think. I was going to say for TH's side, but actually Chaemiko's side doesn't matter too much. It's just that one tower and this one Berserker. Meanwhile, at least Chaemiko has his elementals on top of his Berserkers there, so at least TH is going to benefit quite a bit more from this defend. Orgrimmar is down to about 150 HP. Paladin does have a Holy Light and he's going to use it right there. Hopefully I can just alt-tab. Yeah, because I just want to have access to my OBS.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, tier 2 is now done. We are actually going to go rushing straight into tier 3, and Arcane Sanctum's going to get placed down. Still curious on this double barracks. I'm not sure if it's going to get set up into the tier 3 or not. Maybe Chaemiko wanted to double pump out Footman, but kind of got cold feet at the end and he wasn't able to cancel before he made his mind. Blacksmith has been completed, so we can go into Rifleman, we can go into Knights if that is exactly what he wants to do. 37 supply here for TH, as it seems like Chaemiko might lose himself an Ogre Molar. He doesn't have a Paladin to heal himself, so did risk kind of losing that, but here comes the Blizzard, as well as Scroll of Beast from the Archmage, and that is going to force those women to rush, to be microed away a little bit. Here comes another Blizzard, and that's going to be pretty devastating onto the side of the blue human player here. We do have a couple of riflemen being put out for TH, but like I said before, defend being already researched, those footmen can have the chance to reflect back the damage right back onto those riflemen. But surprisingly enough, Chaemiko's not doing too well with his unit control, and the Archmage does not actually have points into Elementals anymore. He actually retrained and put them all into Blizzard, so there is that. Paladin also has 3 points into Devotion Ore instead of Holy Light. Kind of makes sense. It is +5 armor now that the couple of buffs he has received, and of course his units aren't nearly high HP capped enough to benefit off of level 3 Holy Light. But once again, Blizzard is being used to try and deter these footmen slash riflemen, but yeah, I don't think they care all too much. Archmage, down to about 200 HP, is going to take a boatload of damage. He does have an invuln just in case, but yeah, he is getting it a little bit close there. Mountain King coming out as the second hero. He does have Stormbolt first. Potential target is indeed the Paladin, maybe even force the TP scroll early. Here we go, Stormbolt onto the Paladin there. Pally does not have Divine Shield. He is going to be forced to TP scroll out instead, and that will mean that this base siege is going to go bye-bye, as yeah, the Paladin could really afford to leave his army, because that would mean that these low hit point units would possibly just get killed off for free. Yeah, we do have a couple of knights being added into here, as well as a couple of flying machines as well. Tier 3 is done for TH, and he is gonna go into the Griffin route instead. A bit risky, since humans can easily amass up those flying machines, and I don't think Griffins are a good countermeasure to those flying machines exactly.
Our forces are under attack.
So yeah, definitely needs his own flying machines for the job as well. The only problem is, if the flying machines ever get separated from the Griffins, Chaemiko's flying machines can just quickly make work of the Griffins before TH's own flying machines get defending as well. So yeah, unit positioning will be a lot more important in this game. And of course, if those Griffins do get wiped out by the flying machines, and the Knights kind of get uncontested.
Our forces are under attack.
But we shall see. We do have a decent number of riflemen as well for TH, as +2 armor upgrade for the riflemen and Griffin Riders are being completed here. That will be +2 riflemen and Griffins very soon. Never mind, Griffins use the other type of weapon upgrades, so they are actually going to be +0, +2 instead. Animal War training done for the Knights there. I have no idea if the Griffins are Animal War trained or not. I don't think they are. But yeah, yeah, Griffins are scary, but funny enough, they do get wiped out by just 1-cost units. Here comes a Blizzard that is going to do a decent number of waves onto those riflemen there, but it is only level 2 Blizzard, I believe. Alright, here comes the flying machines. We do have triple flying machines in the air, and they might be enough to deal with the double Griffins for now. They just have to try their best not to get into the range of those riflemen. Yeah.
We have liftoff.
More flying machines being queued up here, and more priests are being added to the mix as well. So, army supply wise, TH still a bit ahead in terms of army. 58 versus 53. But it is a bit worrisome if the Griffins do get wiped out by those flying machines, because the Knights should make quick work of the Riflemen themselves. In terms of upgrades, it seems like we're +0, +1 on the Knights, and +0, +1 on the flying machines as well. I'm trying to find where the blacksmith is. It is not actually doing any more upgrades. But yeah. Oh, it seems like flying machines also take different upgrades compared to the Griffin Riders and the Riflemen. It is a whole lot of weird, to be honest. But yeah, this gold Goblin Lab is going to get cleared out here. Item is going to be a Mana Stone, so Mana Stone for the Paladin. The bottom left dropped, I believe, the Greater Healing Potion. And here comes the first bit of siege here. Flying machines do not have their air-to-ground upgrade just quite yet.
We have liftoff.
Okay, let's just overview a little bit since nothing really is happening. Level 5 Pally, level 3 Blood Mage versus the level 4, level 2, level 2 Archmage, Pally, and Mountain King respectively. Flying machines did try to go for a bit of a wave there, but TH has his own flying machines, but obviously the more that you have, the better, since flat cannons are just a disgusting upgrade, able to do AoE damage onto the majority of those griffins there. One is going to go down, two is going to go down there, as it is going to force the TB scroll from TH. Chaemiko able to cut down his opponent's army for down to actually never mind, it just gets quickly re-established. TH even gonna go into high upkeep, it seems. He's gonna hit 86 and possibly even go for the full 100. Meanwhile, Chaemiko still at 69, not the ideal. You'd want to hit at least 79 or 80, just trying to be right before that high upkeep, but TH hopefully wants to finish this quickly as possible, because yeah, his more expensive units, when they do go down, that does obviously take a lot more resources, and since gold mines are scarce, especially on this kind of map, yeah, having to spend a lot of your reserves on replacing those expensive units is definitely not sustainable. TH going to 89 here. Chaemiko still at 77, but he is at least closer to that 80. That is indeed a lot of flying machines, and Interfire is going to be utilized to try and keep up the quality of those flying machines compared to the Griffins and TH's own flying machines with that +3 attack upgrade. Blizzard is going to be utilized to try and deal a bit more damage on those ground units there. Flame Strike is going to happen. That is going to do quite a good number of damage to those spellcasters, but there comes the Scroll of Protection on those Knights, trying to counteract the Devotion Aura from the Paladin here. Pally also hits level 6, which is kind of a big deal, because on top of that Mana Stone, he's able to keep, he's able to revive those Riflemen and Footmen that he does lose in the exchange. Sadly, he is unable to revive those Griffin Riders, as air units do not actually drop corpses. And it seems like Chaemiko isn't able to maintain air superiority here. He did drop down those Griffin numbers down to 2. However, all of his own flying machines are going to get taken down. Oh, that is a bit of a mistake there from TH, losing the rest of his Griffins to the Troll Berserkers for free. Another Flame Strike is going to come down. It is going to force Chaemiko to reposition a little bit. As here comes the resurrection from the Paladin, almost undoing the majority of the work that Chaemiko put in. But like I said before, Griffin Riders are not able to be revived, so there's that half of casualties unable to be completely negated. But as you can see here, it seems like Chaemiko is also going to be adding his own rifleman because, yeah, rifleman, they did get a bit of a buff in terms of attack speed, or attack delay animation. So with +3 attack, they are pretty scary, especially without being dealt with. And since knights aren't the best at chasing down those riflemen, the damage will stack up. I'm surprised Sundering Blades is not upgraded for Chaemiko, since that will increase their effectiveness against those riflemen, but I think he might be just a little bit more worried in dealing with those griffins. Even though I say that, there is not many griffins left, so Sundering Blades should be, it should be the next upgrade for Chaemiko. Both sides going into 80 supply here, as you do have a siege at the main expansion for TH. Chaemiko is going to rack off as soon as he sees that TV scroll, and the water teams are going to come out for TH. They do have their frag shards as well, so even more AoE damage there. Uh-oh, a pretty bad right click from his... Oh no, never mind, those are indeed illusions, so even I got fooled by them. And here comes the little bit of fight as well. Flying machines do not have their land upgrade just yet, even though that would be very helpful. Here comes the Blizzard after a Stormbolt onto the Blood Mage there. Flame Strike is still going to happen regardless. And it is going to force Chaemiko to be put into a pretty weird corner, it seems. As another Flame Strike is going to force Chaemiko to spread out a little bit. Archmage going to go down to half HP, is going to drink a health pot, I believe. As Chaemiko also had it in a little bit of Knights himself, but yeah, clearly numbers are not supporting him all too well. Mountain King still level 3, not going to be too impactful, I don't think. He doesn't even have enough mana for the Thunderclap. And slowly but surely, TH is going to have a lot more units in his arsenal than his opponents. More Griffins are being reintroduced to the game, and they're going to make quick work of those Knights there. Level 4 Pally on the side of Chaemiko, but he is also out of mana thanks to that Blood Mage. Level 4 on the Mountain King there, but he is also out of mana because Blood Mage is just too OP. And since the Paladin can just easily heal up the Blood Mage if he does get targeted, I don't think Chaemiko is even going to expend the effort on focus firing that Blood Mage. Never mind, I stand corrected. Is going to eat a Stormbolt, but like I said before, Pally is just going to heal him up right to full HP. The only thing the Pally can't do is heal himself, which I'm surprised Chaemiko is not actually focus firing the level 6 Paladin. He doesn't have a point into Divine Shield, I don't think. And yeah, he doesn't exactly have any healing items for himself, so he is going to get pushed off a little bit, but it could be too late, I don't know. TH is actually at 45 supply, which is a lot less, but never mind, that is going to get completely negated with that revive. And yeah, supply is now evened up a little bit. That is going to force Chaemiko to retreat. And yeah, gold mine on both of Chaemiko's bases going to collapse. I believe same thing happened for TH, so yeah, both sides kind of without bases here. Top left is going to get a town hall being constructed, but here comes Chaemiko being able to spot this blatant thievery. TP stat is gonna happen. Never mind, not TP stat, level 6 Archmage, so that is indeed a mass teleport available for play. And honestly, I think with access to mass teleport, just the pure map control advantage that you have, this might actually be done deal, especially since you can easily just reposition your entire army, which makes attacking and defending a lot more trivial. And yeah, Resurrection, although not a bad spell, it doesn't actually take away the experience already gained from killing those units, so yeah, in terms of impact, yeah, Mass Teleport definitely just wins out a lot more. In terms of the value, Blood Mage, even if he does hit level 6, I don't think the Phoenix would be all the more important, since there's just plenty of Riflemen available for the red human player. Healing Ward is going to get placed down, immediately focus fired by the Knight there. Mountain King needs to be careful not to get focused down there because he just procced his invuln and the Pally is out of mana, so Mountain King is going to get forced to retreat. Army supply 63 for Chaemiko, 53 for TH. TH does not actually have another resurrection left in him, as the Paladin is out of mana and he is way too busy trying to heal up his fellow units there. Yeah, both sides just resorting to Riflemen, it seems. Who has the better Rifleman? I would like to say that TH has the better Rifleman because of just more upgrades, but yeah, if TH isn't able to finish this game right here and right now, he might just lose out in terms of just losing to mass teleports. Another mana drain and into a surround on the Blood Mage there. He does have an invuln if he wants to pop it, which he will indeed do so. Flame Strike is going to do a bit of damage, but is only taking it down those peasants there. Pally down to about 300 HP as well, needs to be careful not to overextend himself. It's going to hold like the Blood Mage back to full health as Chaemiko is slowly losing out in terms of army supply, and I guess this is where Resurrection shines, because even though you're out of resources trying to replenish your own units, you can just spend the 200 mana to resurrect them back from the dead. Mountain King, or not Mountain King, Paladin does go down for Chaemiko's side, and the Mountain King on Chaemiko's side is also going to follow, and I believe TH is going to be able to secure the victory there. Very nicely done. Chaemiko unfortunately wasn't able to showcase too much of Mass Teleport, which I think was a mistake. He was way too committed to fighting, which then obviously level 6 Paladin shows a lot more value there. So yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. It was fairly lengthy, and I will see you guys again next time. Take care.